Good evening, and welcome to our Christmas concert. First, if you have one of these, and we suspect you all do, if you just take a moment to put this, to make it quiet. I'm Paul Tellstrom. I'm the senior pastor here at the Irvine United Congregational Church, and if you're visiting tonight, we're so happy to share with you the gift of music brought by one of our own greatest gifts, our Chancel choir. And I invite you also to come back most Sundays at 9:30 and 11 and hear them in this space. I'm very proud this year to introduce Dr. Christopher Peterson as our new music director. And thank you, Sir. Chris is very well known as a choral director, an author, and a professor of music at Cal State Fullerton, and he continues to bring to us the high quality of musical church leadership that we are so proud to have. And we're also blessed to have on staff with us an accomplished young pianist, Josh Chandra, and tonight he will be bringing his talent here in support as well. And so tonight's concert is going to lift up music and themes that reflect, if not who do we say we are, then certainly what do we continue to strive to be as we try to find healthy ways to embrace the growing diversity in the culture all around us. And also at the back door tonight, we will have a free will offering, and we invite you to pass by those baskets and go out onto the new patio tonight where we'll have some refreshments. And with all of that being said, sit back and enjoy another wonderful concert.
Thank you, Pastor Paul. We are so blessed to have your leadership. Riu Riu Chiu is a Spanish Christmas carol of the medieval period. The basic theme of the song is the nativity of Christ and the Immaculate Conception. The Immaculate Conception is the conception of Virgin Mary being free from her original sin by virtue of the merits of her Son Jesus. God acted upon Mary in the first moment of her conception, keeping her immaculate. Christ, the great King, though powerful, was still a baby, and therefore he needed the same care that a newborn would need. The piece before Riu Riu Chiu is a Spanish lullaby, A la Nanita Nana. It is a traditional Christmas carol sung in honor of baby Jesus that has since become a popular Hispanic lullaby. The first few lines are, A la nanita, na na nanita, ea nanita. Mi nina tiene sueño, bendito sea. It means, come, let's sing a little lullaby. My baby is sleepy, blessed be, blessed be. Little spring running clear and loud. Nightingale in the forest sings and weeps. Hush while the cradle rocks. Come, let's sing a little lullaby.
Oh Some children see him lily white, the baby Jesus born this night. Some children see him lily white, with tresses soft and fair. Some children see him bronzed and brown, the Lord of heaven to earth come down. Some children see him bronzed and brown, with dark and heavy hair. Some children see him almond-eyed, the Savior whom we kneel beside. Some children see him almond-eyed, with skin of yellow hue. Some children see him dark as they, sweet Mary's Son, to whom we pray. Some children see him dark as they, and they love him too. The children in each different place will see the baby Jesus' face like theirs, but bright with heavenly grace and filled with holy light. O lay aside each earthly thing, and with thy heart as offering, come worship now the infant King. 'Tis love that's born tonight.
Some children see him lily white, the baby Jesus born this night. Some children see him lily white, with tresses soft and fair.
Some children see him bronze and brown, the Lord of heaven to earth come down. Some children see him bronze and brown, with dark and heavy hair. Some children see him almond-eyed, the Savior whom we kneel beside. Some children see him almond-eyed, with skin of yellow hue.
Some children see him dark as they, sweet Mary's Son, to whom we pray. Some children see him dark as they, and they love him too. The children in each different place will see the baby Jesus' face, like theirs but bright with heavenly grace, and filled with holy light.
Oh, lay aside each earthly thing,
And with thy heart as offering,
come worship now the infant King. 'Tis love that's born tonight. Tonight.
Christmas from Ireland. My favourite night of the year is Christmas Eve. On that night, we light a candle in the window to signal to Mary and Joseph that they're welcome at our house. The children are wild with excitement because it's the night Father Christmas comes, and it's also when they decorate the Christmas tree. In my village, we mostly don't bother with fancy imported firs and whatnot. Most folks use spruce or holly bushes. My auntie in Dublin has an artificial tree, which we think is very exotic altogether. On Christmas Day, after church, of course, we settle in for an enormous dinner, roast turkey with spiced beef. Brussels sprouts are supposedly a great Christmas treat. In my village, you can't get them any other time of the year. No great loss, some might say. Mam and I have the Christmas pudding and cakes made by October at the latest. Our cakes spend nearly a quarter of a year soaking up whiskey in the pantry. That's true commitment to the Christmas spirit. Christmas ends in Ireland at the Feast of Epiphany, which used to be called Women's Christmas because women would spend the day resting while men took on the housework. It went out of fashion for some reason, but recently wise Irish ladies are wholeheartedly embracing that lovely old tradition. Anyway, a while back, my ancestors wrote the Wexford Carol, which is gorgeous, and no surprise, it's been around about 800 years or so. Have a listen to it now, and the happiest of Christmases to you.
People virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel, God with us. O thou hast tellest good tidings of Zion, get thee up into thy mountain. O thou that tellest good tidings of Zion, get thee up into thy mountain. Get thee up into thy mountain. O thou hast tellest good tidings to Jerusalem, lift up thy voice with strength, lift it up, be not afraid. Say unto the cities of Judah, say unto the cities of Judah, behold your God, behold your God. Say unto the cities of Judah, behold your God, behold your God, behold your God. O thou that tellest good tidings of Zion, arise, shine, for thy light is come. Arise, 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 shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord, the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee, is risen upon thee. The glory, the glory, the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
I shall praise thee evermore with sweetie songs unto thy glory. The knees of my heart shall bow and sing that rich sing
Nibu labe Yesu, Betelehemu, ilu ara. In Africa, music moves through everyday life and is the heartbeat of what is believed, what is loved, and who the people are. At Christmas, this is no exception. Christianity grew slowly in Africa, but that meant Christian traditions were able to blend with the native elements of the countries. Many African folk songs were given lyrics about Jesus and the Nativity. Betelehemu is one of those songs. Voices move and dance together in a traditional Yoruba folk tune and becoming a joyful celebration of Christ's birth. Christmas in Nigeria is a time of great joy and celebration. And in honor of the Holy Family, they focus on celebrating with family. On Christmas Eve, families have enormous Christmas parties where they feast, sing, and dance together. The children are sent to bed to await Santa's arrival, but the adults continue the music and dancing all through the sparkling warm night. On Christmas Day, women rise at dawn to cook feasts. Around noon, the music begins, music that will last all day. Children put on masks of colored raffia, and the streets are filled with all the neighborhood children performing and competing for the best song, the best dance, and the best drumming. If your family lives in a large city in Africa, you may find the streets blocked off for carnivals, parades, and dancing. Christmas is filled with joy and love and family as all remember the first Christmas in Bethlehem. As a person of African descent, I honor that tradition well. In Swahili, one may ask, Nibo labe Yesu, Betelehemu ilu ara. Where was Jesus born? In Bethlehem, the city of wonder.
Bethlehem, Well, that was fun. So now you've been here to hear us sing, and we want to now sing together. And so we put together something called a World Carol Sing-Along. Everything comes from our hymnal, and you're going to notice that there's a hymnal probably right next to you, next to your chair. And so we're going to ask you to share a hymnal or to just look on, or maybe you know these songs by heart. It's possible too. I found out when I was planning this concert that we have a lot of world music in our hymnal, and we don't necessarily think of it that way. We just sort of think of it as just our hymnal with a bunch of songs in it. So we're going to now kind of lead you through some of those. Now, some are familiar and some are less familiar, but we still want you to sing along to the best of your ability. It doesn't matter if it's wrong and strong or soft, it doesn't matter. But we are going to do a favor. We're going to have soloists that will sometimes introduce music that's less familiar. And if we know you probably know it, we're just going to sing it. So you'll know because I'll turn around and look at you and give you the look of, hey, let's everybody sing. You'll have enough time to find in your hymnal the first one. So let's take that look at that one first. So go ahead and take out your hymnal and turn to page 127. And we'll start our World Carol Sing-Along.
Aus einer witchy Manitou, send angel choirs instead. Before their light the stars grew dim, and wondering hunters heard the hymn. Jesus, Emmanuel, Jesus is born, his master's glory home.
de paz, noche de amor. Todo duerme en derredor, entre los astros que esparcen su luz. Ve anunciando al niñito Jesús. Brilla la estrella de paz. Brilla la estrella de paz.
平安夜，圣山夜，神泽爱光皎洁，救赎洪恩的黎明来到。生荣发出来，结光结照。耶稣，我主降生。耶稣，我主降生。
Merry Christmas, folks. Next on the hit parade is a song made famous by the old groaner himself, Bing Crosby. Ba-ba-ba-boo. Now, I have a question for you good folks. Is there anyone in this room under the age of 20 who even knows who Bing Crosby is? Oh, we got a winner right over here in the green shirt. Well, his real name was Harry Lillis Crosby. How he got that crazy nickname, I'll never know. Three of his favorite activities was golf, flirting with the ladies, and singing Christmas songs. Well, in fact, one of his biggest hits was a Christmas song by Irving Berlin, something about glistening treetops and sleigh bells in the snow, that sort of thing. In September 7th, 1950, he first recorded the song we're about to sing for you right now. It's called Mele Kalikimaka, and he recorded it with the Andrews Sisters. Patty, Maxine, and Laverne. Ba-ba-ba-boo. Anyway, it was written by Robert Alex Anderson as a gentle reminder to us mainlanders of how they say Merry Christmas down Hawaii way. No song I've ever heard says Christmas in Hawaii better than Mele Kalikimaka. Well, that's not really true, is it? I mean, after all, it was written on Tin Pan Alley in New York. As a matter of fact, if Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaiian, I'm Bing Crosby. But what does that matter? As long as it puts us in the mind for grass skirts, flowered shirts, and lays.
All right, that was fun also. So thank you so much for coming tonight. We just have a little bit more music for you, and want to thank everyone that made this possible, all the people that are members of the congregation and everyone who invited friends to come tonight. And we just love singing, and we love singing for you. So I'm so glad you were here. We hope that it brought you some joy tonight. That was our goal. As Pastor Paul said, there are baskets on your way out, and we want to just remind you that if you were inspired and want to give a free will offering, feel free to put that in there. That always goes to the church and to great deeds that the church does. So thank you very much for coming tonight, and we have one more introduction.
I have with me my little coqui frog. He is from Puerto Rico. And now we've come to the end of our adventure with you this evening. As you can no doubt guess from our title, Christmas Around the World, tonight we've endeavored to give you a little sample of what the holidays sound like in many places throughout this small planet of ours. We visited Spain, England, Ireland, Nigeria, and South Pacific. Now, as the evening ends, we're returning back home. That we've come back to the music of Puerto Rico. Feliz Navidad was written and originally recorded by Jose Feliciano, a Boricua guitarist. Boricua, by the way, is what the Puerto Ricans call themselves. He was blind at birth due to congenital glaucoma. Jose became one of the most celebrated classical guitarists of his generation, playing and singing duets with the likes of Frank Sinatra, Johnny Cash, and Diana Ross. In 1970, he recorded a collection of Christmas carols and songs, which was called Feliz Navidad. Both the album and the title song were big hits in their initial release. And since then, the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, ASCAP for short, has called it one of the top 25 most played and recorded Christmas songs throughout the world. The lyrics are simple: Feliz Navidad, which means Happy Christmas. Prospero año, a prosperous new year. Y felicidad, and happiness. On behalf of all here at IUCC, Dr. Paul Tellstrom, our head pastor, Dr. Chris Peterson, our choir director, and all the singers that grace our choir, I'd like to wish every one of you Feliz Navidad, Prospero año, y felicidad.